Switch focus here to the weather because that is a huge story for today. Taking you outside to the Rivermark Community Credit Union camera on top of the Portland Opera Building. Obviously, rain is falling out there, but the wind is ramping up as well. We're getting gusts between about 20 to 30 miles per hour in our western valleys. The wind will turn stronger and the rain will turn heavier later on. Wanted to point out that we've already seen significant rainfall already along parts of the coast and the Coast Range this morning, even parts of the Cascade foothills, which are not necessarily shown on the map. But Astoria has already exceeded 1 inch of rain, and that's just since midnight alone. It's been raining since yesterday. Want to show you what's going on the radar across northwest Oregon and southwest Washington. This atmospheric river is causing rain to pour in across northwest Oregon and southwest Washington. Moderate to heavy rain is being observed in the Coast Range, the Cascade foothills, and even along parts of the coast in our western valleys from basically the metro area northward. East of the Cascades, we have a gap in the rain occurring just into central Oregon, but we have rain and mountain snow developing on the east side of the state because cold air is still locked in over there. But west of the Cascades and along the Cascades, we've seen that snow level rise well above the mountain passes. So you can see how mild it is out there with temperatures in the upper 40s to mid 50s, but we still have some freezing temperatures off to the east of the Cascades, and that's why we're seeing a mix of rain and snow. The wind is also ramping up along the coast. You could see that from our Chinook Winds Casino Resort camera in Lincoln City. I think it's possible you could see gusts up to 40 to 50 miles per hour along the coast. It's not going to be, one of those extreme wind events, but when you couple that with a lot of rain in a short period of time, it's going to be a pretty rough day weather-wise. Temperatures will max out between the upper 50s and low 60s. Our western valleys will really see the rain and wind ramp up this afternoon into the evening, but don't minimize the morning commute. You're probably going to be dealing with some pooling and ponding and maybe some debris on area roads. Same goes for the west end of the gorge, where the rain will be heavier than the east side of the gorge. We could get gusts up to 35 miles per hour. The Mount Hood area is going to deal with a lot of rain and gusty wind. We could see some localized flooding up there in central and eastern Oregon. The bulk of the rain will be up in the northeast portion of the state. Otherwise, we probably have a lot of dry time to the south with highs between the mid 40s and low 60s. We're highlighting today as a first alert weather day because of a lot of rain in a short period of time and the gusty wind. On and off showers are expected tomorrow. We'll get a batch of rain on Sunday. It cools down into next week with highs dipping into the 40s and overnight lows dropping into the 20s. Tony?